Thank you so much for chatting with me. Oh my God, I had the best day at work ever. I just got to binge this all day and it was absolutely fantastic.
Aw.
Friends, welcome, welcome. Welcome to Villa Santa.
Kathleen, just like a huge round of applause for being the driving force behind this. Just like a one-woman show, basically. I know you're not, but you know what I mean.
Thank you.
I love how
That's
you
fine
said
if you want to put that message out there that I did it all by myself. That's okay.
Perfect, got it. Headline, one-woman show. I love how you said that this is created off 100 horny stories. And I feel like if that doesn't get people to watch, like probably nothing will. But maybe if you could tell me a little bit about that leap from page to screen, I'd love to know a bit more.
Sure. It's less of a leap and more of a 360 backflip. It's really far from the text. Really the show is more kind of inspired by the Decameron. I wanted to find a way to talk about what we were going through with COVID without talking about it, because I think we all were really sick of what we were experiencing. But so the Decameron kind of came up, and I was familiar with it, but I'd never read it. So I read it, and the spirit behind it hopefully is preserved in the show, because it was really kind of body smut, but also has this sort of like, and that's what I hope we did.
Oh,
Great.
my legacy is doing body
smut.
Also another great tagline.
Oh, I can't wait.
Body smut.
By the one-woman show, Kathleen Jordan.
She did it all by herself. So I hope that we maintained some of the sort of sexy, fun, like spirit of the books, or of the collection of stories. But the sort of armature of the novella is that a bunch of wealthy people kind of abscond to a villa in Florence to escape the Black Plague. And in the books, they have fun, they tell stories, and they all survive. And my take is that they don't all survive.
No spoilers whatsoever, but Tony, I feel like you're looking a bit different from what I've seen the last 7 hours.
Thank you.
Sans hair.
Yes, I know. I missed that wig.
Do you miss it? I feel like, did it bring out a bit of an alter ego in you? I'm kind of getting a different side of you in this character.
Yeah, it was a great wig. Well, first of all, the makeup and hair team on the show was just the top of their game. The artistry was just so amazing. But they, I really, really loved wearing it. And it was really hot, but I got a lot of compliments on it. And then I started getting insecure because I was like, oh, this isn't my real hair. I have to take this off, you know. And then one Italian was like, well, maybe you shouldn't. Maybe you should just leave it on. I was like, thanks.
But I also think that the wig, you as Sirisco, that is closer to Tony. Not that you are like Sirisco, but it is closer to Tony Hale than Buster Bluth.
Body smut.
Yeah, body smut. Body smut.
Yeah.
There you go. It comes back.
Horny stories.
Yeah, horny story, body slut. Smut.
Yeah.
I'll take slut.
Sure.
You've also been super, super busy just in like the last month. So I'm like, you're going to need a long nap in about 2 days. You've just come off of doing Fear and Inside Out, which is absolutely fabulous. But did you have any fears going into this project?
Ooh, it's so funny. I never experienced it. No, I was, I'm glad you said that because it is interesting coming off of Inside Out playing Fear and into like the max of fear in this show. I mean, a lot of this comedy comes from just the stakes are so high. We're just surrounded by fear, uncertainty with this, the Black Plague. But on a personal level, I was, we shot this in Rome for 6 months, and just kind of going back and forth, being away from family. I'm a typical kind of a homebody. I can go to the same restaurant every time, all that. So that was challenging. But Rome is like crazy beautiful. I did way too many deep dives on the Roman Empire on YouTube. I went over to Kathleen and Stephen's apartment way too many times.
Oh, it was
like,
welcome.
It was just...
We had a lot of martinis.
We had a lot of martinis, and I was just thankful to have community over there, because I think that was probably my biggest hesitancy with the whole thing.
It's a relief that you all got on then, I suppose,
Yes.
because otherwise that would be kind of crap. And to be honest there, when I was looking at the makeup of the cast, Tony, like, maybe a few years older than most of them.
That's kind.
Was there anything that, just like
just a
two
few,
or three.
just 2 or 3.
Was there anything that you learned from hanging out with these kind of
whippersnappers?
That's what they're called.
I first of all just adore them. Someone like Dougie and Tanya, and they. Oh man, I will say my age was like they, wanted to go out and they were so sweet to invite me, and I was like, I got Netflix to watch. It's about 8:00. But I was really inspired by them, and just I don't know. It's funny because like even though yes there was an age difference, when you're kind of on a show together, it kind of becomes a level playing field because everybody's kind of away from their families. We're relying on each other for the community. So it might have been an issue for them, but I was kind of just so happy to like hang out when I could, and we all just kind of became a little family.
Well, they were like starstruck too. By
every
Tony.
day.
Every day. Yeah, they kept getting autographs.
Like, enough with the flowers.
But they were lucky.
They have to announce you at like a little trumpet.
Yes.
Yeah,
First of all, as they should.
Right.
And second, it was
The
uncomfortable.
ADs had to do that. Yeah, it was in
that's
the
okay.
contract. It was fine. We don't talk about
Thank
it.
you, agents.
I'm going to squeeze in one more question
Please.
while I have both. But I love the way one of the taglines for this is "Party like it's the 14th century." What do you think that we could learn about like sessioning, going out right now in 2024 from 14th century parties? Because I like a party. I want to do it.
I have a big answer to that.
Love
More
it.
at-home group hangs. We don't need to go out. Let's start at 3 in the afternoon, 4 in the afternoon. We don't need to leave at 11. And we don't need to have 6 different locations. Let's all go have a nice long dinner that devolves into debauchery.
Yeah. But also to add to that, I like that the effort they gave to their gatherings. My wife is from the South, and hospitality so is Kathleen actually. So it's hospitality, and it was like these people really put effort into their parties and their gatherings. It wasn't just like a bag of chips.
Yeah.
And so I appreciated that.
Yeah.
I think I would also like to bring back a bit more storytelling off the back of this.
Sure.
Everybody come with your smuttiest tale and let's
go.
I love that you talked about time and I talked about hospitality, and you about storytelling is what we should have been
Yeah, I know.
like community.
She brought it back to the show. Yeah, you did a good job.
You're doing a good job. I don't think I have time for another question, but such a pleasure to speak with both.
You're so
Thank
sweet.
you so much. It was so nice to meet you.
Yes, nice to meet you.
Best of luck with the release. I really think it's going to do amazing. So thank you so much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Nice to meet you.
You too. Bye.
Bye.